Some people will probably think that rare spiders aren't a bad thing. After all, 5 out of every 100 people consider themselves to be an arachnophobe. But the demise of any species is a reason to grieve. From a yellow spider that's on the brink of extinction to one that has only been found a few times, here are 15 of the rarest spiders in the world. Number 15. Peacock Spider. If someone were to tell you that spiders could be pretty, you'd probably call them a liar. After all, 8-legged creepy crawlies are rarely cute, right? As it turns out, there is a spider species that you could call cute, and that's the rare peacock spider. There are over 70 species of peacock spider, also known as Meridus migromacalatus, in existence, and they are around a 1/4 inch large. Therefore, even if they are all around you, you may not even know it, which was the case with Lawrence and Donna, keen photographers from Australia. The pair discovered peacock spiders on their front lawn and were able to use their macro lens to capture some detailed shots. They have beautiful colors and patterns, including a vivid blue abdomen. Even though their coloring is quite a unique feature, so too is their entertaining mating ritual for the ladies. A male peacock spider's courtship display is one that'll both amuse and surprise, even if the female spider's reaction is a bit less enthusiastic than our own. As the male dances and lays on the moves, the female will turn away from him or toward him based on her interest level. If his moves really don't impress her, she can even eat him or rebuff him violently. If the male peacock spider does have luck, he will flaunt his blue stomach and strut back and forward. Now it's time for the star topic. Albino animals exist in nearly all species and subspecies, but some are more common than others. Most people have heard of Snowflake the albino gorilla and Claude the albino alligator, but what about an albino spider? Does it exist? We were sent this photo of an albino spider with pink eyes and furry, tufted legs. According to the sender, it exists in a wildlife sanctuary, but is rarely shown to the public. Is it an albino spider, or is someone playing the trick on us? Comment down below with the hashtag star topic and let us know your opinion in relation to what we just showed on screen. With that said, let's keep things moving. Number 14. New species, Skeletoris. The newly discovered Skeletoris belongs to the peacock spider family, but is dramatically different in its appearance. It gets its nickname, Skeletoris, from its black body with white markings, almost making it look like a skeleton. This spider's scientific name is Meridus skeletus, and it's a unique and striking little critter. Even those who despise spiders won't be able to help but enjoy looking at it. But while it's unique in its looks, especially when you compare it to the rest of its peacock spider family, it's common in other ways. Its mating dance is very similar to its relatives. Entomologist Jürgen Otto said the Skeletoris would display a body part that looks like a fan, showing off its bold stripes. It'll then raise a single leg and show it off to the female it likes. Once he got closer to her, he then showed her the rest of his moves, which involved moving his legs around rapidly, showing off his muscles, and basically flaunting what his mother gave him. Ask me, this spider's rare not only for its color, but its clearly dominating dance floor moves. Number 13. The bright blue tarantula. The bright blue tarantula, also known as the Goody sapphire ornamental tree spider or Poecilotheria metallica, is a critically endangered spider in the wild due to habitat loss. However, it remains a popular pet in the domestic market. Its blue and yellow grows up to 7 inches and is one of the more expensive tarantula species to buy. As they say, you pay for pretty. Male spiders of this species will only live for around 4 years, but females tend to live for over a decade with the right care. The Goody sapphire ornamental tree spider was first discovered in southeastern India during the 19th century. It was named after the lumberyard it was found in, Goody, but it's not thought to be native to that town. Over a century later, you can find small numbers of this pretty critter east of Goody in forests and other parts of southern India. Their geometric blue patterns make them desirable to spider lovers, and they are the only tarantula in their genus to have such colors. Beautiful patches of yellow break up that vibrant blue on the legs to add to its overall attractive appeal. Aside from their colors, this spider also stands out for its body shape. The males tend to have thin bodies and long legs, while the females are shorter in all ways. They are also quite a submissive species, thankfully, and would prefer to escape a threat rather than bite to protect itself. If a Goody sapphire spider does bite, it's often a dry bite with no venom. Any bite with or without poison can be painful, but there have been no deaths recorded. This rare spider is a pleasure to see in person, but its status as critically endangered means that's a privilege that few people get to have. Number 12. The mirror spider. Have you ever seen a spider that's always ready to party? Well, now you have. The mirror spider, which is an Australian species, is basically an 8-legged disco ball. It's pretty on the eye, but confusing for prey. Just the way the spider likes it. The mirror spider has what looks like mosaic tiling on its back. These mirrored features appear at all angles, scattering light and confusing anything that may like to eat it. Instead of seeing a delicious spider, a larger spider may instead see reflections of greenery and droplets of water. According to retired biologist Ron Atkinson, the mirrored features of this spider are likely to be crystalline deposits made up of the spider's waste product. The waste produced by the spider's gut cells is underneath the spider's translucent skin. While some of their waste comes out the old-fashioned way, some of it stays behind on the surface of the spider's gut. While it's a gross form of camouflage, it works in the mirror spider's favor. What's unique and rare about this mosaic-style spider, apart from its waste storage, is how it changes color. Its muscles can contract brown skin over its guts, covering the silver crystals fast. Such a fast color change is not common in the spider world. Number 11. Longhorned Orbweaver. The longhorned Orbweaver comes from a large family of Orbweaver spiders, with more than 2,800 species within the one group. If you thought you had a lot of cousins and relatives, then spare a thought for this arachnid. The Orbweaver is noticeable for its strange spiral wheel-shaped nets, but two species stand out for a whole host of rare reasons. The colors, patterns, and shapes of the Microthena and Gastracantha are out of this world. These two Orbweavers are found in tropical areas, but Gastracantha is native to the US. It also goes by the name of spiny-backed Orbweaver and crab spider, among other variations. These spiders might look huge and scary, but their size might surprise you. Some can be over an inch, but most are much, much smaller. Fortunately, their size matches their appetite for human flesh. They will only bite when they feel trapped or threatened. Give them their space and they're unlikely to harm you. Number 10. 8-spotted crab spider. The 8-spotted crab spider was first discovered in a Singaporean forest preserve in 1924, but such is its rarity that it has hardly ever been found since. Bright yellow in color with black spots, this crab spider looks both comical and unique. When it is found, it's normally around Singapore, Sumatra, but it has also been a stowaway in goods to the United States as well. Fortunately for us, even though most people will not see this rare spider in person, you can view photos of it online. There are also plenty of resources to find out more about them. They are about 1 to 3 inches long and don't cast a web. Instead, they lie in wait for a stray bee or praying mantis to cross their path and become dinner. For all their comical attributes and crazy looks, it's worth sparing a thought for this rare species. A loss of habitat has meant that it's now under threat of extinction. Therefore, it's not only one of the most festive spiders, but also one of the rarest. Number 9. Horrid ground weaver. Even though the horrid ground weaver serves no purpose to the ecosystem, it's still a rare spider that's deserving of attention. It is one of the rarest in the UK and maybe even the world. The horrid ground weaver, which gets its name from its bristly legs, is a tiny spider celebrity. It was discovered in 1989 and is thought to only exist in 3 or 4 places across the UK. When a family of horrid ground weavers was discovered on the site of potential housing developments, thousands of signatures and dollars were collected to ensure it was looked after and researched further. That research has discovered that the spider serves no purpose, but that doesn't mean it's an insect we need to drive to extinction. After all, you could say the same thing about sports and art, both not contributing all that much, but still valuable to have. Number 8. Sierra Cacachila's wandering spider. One of the identifying factors of a rare spider is that if you haven't discovered it by now, it probably exists in small numbers or remote locations. Both might be factors in the discovery of the Sierra Cacachila's wandering spider in 2013. The spider, with 4-inch legs and an inch-long body, was discovered in the mountain ranges of Baja California sur Mexico by North and South American scientists. In this part of the world, any wandering spider is rare, so finding a new species was remarkable. Instead of building webs, wandering spiders chase their prey. Other types of wandering species, such as the Brazilian variety, are aggressive and venomous. When the scientists discovered the existence of the Sierra Cacachila's wandering spider, they did so while the spider wasn't even there. They found an exoskeleton in a rock overhang in a mine shaft and recognized it as that of a wandering spider. They returned at night to find a living relative. It took several years of research to learn more about it, and it's thought that mine shafts and caves are popular hiding spots for these creepy crawlies. Number 7. Ladybird Spider. The ladybird spider is a remarkable species of arachnid in the United Kingdom. They are around half an inch big, and as the name suggests, they look quite like a ladybird. If you're gonna be scared of any spider species, it's unlikely to be this beautiful and bold variety. The ladybird spider is on the brink of extinction in the UK and remains one of their most endangered species. Fortunately, many establishments are working hard to grow its numbers. It'll generally be on lowland heathland where they build silk-lined burrows vertically with a silky canopy. They use these to ambush insects for dinner. The female ladybird and young males are pure black, which may make you wonder how they get such a glorious name. However, once you see a mature male, you'll know why. When they grow up, they have a vibrant red abdomen and black spots. The spots indicate that they are ready to breed. Their terrain preferences are why they face extinction. Forestry and farmland have had a significant impact on their habitat, so much so that most people thought it was extinct for 70 years. However, some were discovered in 1980 in Dorset, and now there are around 1,000 in total. It's hard to believe that so many spider species exist, and that so many are also on the brink of not existing. Can you think of any others that are rare? Have you seen any of them in person for yourself? See you next time!